Hey, today I'm going to show you how to make a simple ring gag for your sub out of Home Depot parts. So this is what the finished gag looks like. I have a 1.5-inch ring here, and you can see up here I've bought 2-inch rings and 1.5-inch rings. I've also bought just some standard tie-down strap. It's just what it's 8 feet long, but yeah, I mean, just anything that looks about that has a clamp about like this will be fine for what we're doing. Okay, so let's get started. First, I have one of the tie-down straps and just one of the 1.5-inch rings. That's what it looks like. The first thing I'm going to do is make this tie-down strap into a loop. You can see here how I've threaded it through so that it'll grab if you try to pull on it from the other side, right? So that's all you want. Now I've placed the loop down. You can see I've made sure that it's a clean loop all the way around with no kinks or twists going through. Now here's the magic part. The ring starts in the middle. You pull the loop through the ring like this, okay, all the way to the back. And look at that. You've got your nice ring gag right here. Now you can put that over your sub's head and tighten this in the back to suit, and it'll work perfectly. Let's try it again with the 2-inch model. Okay, this time I've got a bigger ring. It's a 2-inch ring. You can probably find bigger rings than that depending on how big your sub's mouth is, just for size comparison. There we go. It's going to be, a slightly bigger ring gag. Looks a little too big for my mouth, I'm being honest. But, okay, so let's make our loop out of this tie-down strap. Same idea. I've threaded the end of the tie-down strap through so that if you pull on it backwards, it will grip. So this is the grippy side. You don't want to feed it through the other way so that it slips. So test it. You should be able to pull on this loop here. Let me show you. Okay, so here's the loop all cinched up. So you should be able to pull on this loop, and it should not get any bigger, right? Your tension should be such that you can pull to make the loop smaller, but you cannot pull to make the loop bigger. Get what I mean? Okay, next step, and the beautiful thing is you can do this one-handed. My loop is a little small. Let me adjust. There we go, bigger loop. You kind of have to leave enough because, see, when you put the ring here and you feed the loop through, you are going all the way back. You need to have twice as much material as is big around your sub's head. So let's tighten this one up and see what we get. Okay, so there's what the 2-inch ring gag looks like. There's what the 1.5. Let's see which one Mr. Panda wants to wear. Let's try the small one on him. I have to pause. Now, one thing to note is you're probably going to want the clamp to start out on the side, the latch to start out on the side of Mr. Panda, because when you pull it tight, it's gonna slide to the middle. You'll see what I mean. The tendency when you tighten it, it's only cinching up this side, right? So to adjust this for your sub, you're going to have to bring some slack into this side, slide it through all the way around the back of her head to bring more slack through here. That's the one inconvenience of this design flaw. If you start it as tight as you can and just kind of tighten it up, leaving slack as you can, it won't be a problem. But the ring gag does have a tendency to pull this way because it's only this side that's tightening when you tighten it down. So you want to be gentle with your sub. Adjust it for your sub as you're going, and make sure your sub's ears are sticking out properly. And if you can, you'll figure out how to be able to do it, but you'll be able to eventually work this so this clamp is in the middle and not on the side of the cheek. So let me show you how to do that. All right. So all I did is I slid the slack this way through the ring underneath, around the back of my sub panda's head, around and through again, and there Mr. Panda has a beautiful Home Depot ring gag. If we wanted to get more creative, we've cut off the tag here, and all this extra slack is obviously not needed for a panda-sized ring gag. So depending on your sub, you'll get a sense of how much slack to leave. And there you go. Let's see what he looks like with the 2-inch on. Here's Mr. Panda wearing the 2-inch ring gag. Looks more like a muzzle to me. But this one went on much more easily. And then, of course, the ring gags are easy to take apart. Here it is, you know, assembled together, right? And by the way, do you see what it looks like, you know, off of the Panda? How the clasp is a little off to the side. But anyway, to take this apart, you just lift it up and the ring falls right out. It's like a magic trick. So that's it. That is how you make super budget but really durable ring gags for those of us who have subs that like to fight quite a bit. They're not getting out of this.